Hello and welcome. We're on Wednesday evening's content. It's FC26. Yesterday we had Fofana and a disappointing England result, England performance. Today, who knows what we get. Hopefully, Scotland do the unlikely and have a win against Brazil. Fingers crossed with that. It would be brilliant for Scottish football. I'm just going to leave it at that. This is Festivals of Football, Greats of the Game. These are the cards that are available to us all. So we're going to have a look and see what they've added in content-wise today. I mean, hopefully we got something. I'm not going to cross my fingers. I'm not going to hope for that much. We're just going to see what we get and have a scan through and see what they put for today. There we go. That's in. So let's scan through. Starting with objectives, we'll just work our way across. So Africa is still there. We've done one of these. We need to do 3 goals per match with Africans in 6 separate wins on world-class difficulty. So we'll do that. But to be honest, I might just try on live events. It might be quicker. That will get us the last one and the Okocha. The South American one is not open yet. Everything else is still closed. Seasonal, we've got daily objectives. Still 175 SP for that. Nothing else new or refreshed in that section. We need to do our 6 games here. And there is nothing new. We've already done the Nations of Africa. Or Journey of African Nations. Saudi free kicks. Honestly, like I said the other day, given up on. It's not going to happen. I just don't think it's going to happen. Right. Let's go to evolutions because hopefully there's something there that we can do. Actually, I might do squad battles because then I can do my evolutions at the same time. We have no new evolution. Oh, we do. Maradona of the Carpathians. Now, the Carpathians is... where are we? Austria to the east through Ukraine and down into Romania. I think most of the Carpathians are actually in Romania from memory, but they do touch on quite a few other countries. Mountains do not stick to borders, let's put it that way. So I'd imagine a left-footed Carpathian maestro is Georgi Hagi. So this is converting a left midfielder into a cam by the looks of it. With some accelerations and sprint speed, positions, play styles. We've got 94 and 90. Oh, we've got shot power 97. Short passing 95. Jumping composure. Long shots 96. I mean, that's pretty good. So, as a left mid, obviously, we could choose Mbappe, who's already got that pace. We could choose Bahoya, who's already got better pace. Lots of options, obviously. Let's just have a look at Bahoya, just out of curiosity. So here we go, 98, 94, 93. Ooh. I'd want... let's have a look at Mbappe. So he goes to 96 shooting. That's pretty good. I think there are going to be a different option, like different... Kvaratskhelia actually does go to 80. So attacking position limits at 92, finishing limits at 92. So ideally you want somebody with shooting above that. For example, Dro at 85, 85 isn't going to be any good because he gets stuck at 92, 92. Which is still good, but for a card that you've evoed up like that, you would want somebody like the Mbappe shooting stats where they're already high up at the top end of the shooting element. Mead? No, maybe. Obviously, there's going to be lots of options. Obviously, some are going to be better. See, that's a good option. Oh, she's already on an Evo. As always. See, this is good. Attacking positioning is relatively high, is above the limit, so it's finishing, but the others are lower. So she still gets the full shot power and long shots. but her pace is a bit low. To be honest, that Mbappe is looking like a decent shout. Plus, it puts the cam roll on him. Left mid, left wing, striker and cam with a nice looking Mbappe card, to be honest. But I mean, that's there. That's the new evolution. Maradona of the Carpathians for GOTG Pick. So we'll go to the store, this next one, and we'll scan through. I imagine, like normal, like we've seen over the last... Oh, they've put in... Oh no, this is not. I was about to say they put in a new pack, but I thought then that was the packs for you rather than the actual... Do you have a long enough name? Premium Festival of Football Greats of the Game Guaranteed Pack. No thanks. We don't want another Fallout or something. Then that's there. That's packs for you. That's classic packs. So we don't need to look at any of that. Right, SBCs is the main source of all the content basically these days. Players. McAllister, Patelas, Oihungu, Mateus Oliveira and Pedro Porro. They are still there for another day and 7 hours. Oops. Gakpo, Neto, Odegaard, Fofana. Oh, we've got a Stephen Eustáquio. I'll be honest, I don't know how to pronounce his name. He's a centre-back, CDM and centre-mid. I mean, with the right playstyles that clearly you can put on him, that would be a decent enough card. Not like amazing. 5'10", he's still tall enough to be a centre-back. This will be 87. 88. It's relatively cheap because it depends on... I mean, the card's okay. The card is not amazing, but the card is not bad. And obviously, you've got complete control of the playstyles on a decent enough card. So, there's an element of pressure on you. But to me, an anchor and a CDM on this is probably what I would be going for. He's got decent enough vision and passing. He can shoot a little bit. But the dribbling, defending, dribbling and physical are the main bits. And that's where he'd be used, in my opinion. So I'd put defensive playstyles on him. For the upgrades, this is new. Festival of Football Greats of the Game Pick, a 1 of 3. No wonder it's 4 segments, because it is going to be pricey. But we are going to do it, but we're not going to do it now, because you don't want to see me just do 4 segments. It's going to take time. I'm going to have to work out who I'm going to pick, get the special cards ready. That ain't going to happen now. We've got 3 of these to do, so I'm going to do some more of that. Normal upgrades, normal upgrades, normal upgrades, normal, all the normal upgrades. Yeah, no new upgrades. The only one that's new is the Festival of Football Greats of the Game 1 of 3 player pick, which is this one here. I mean, you could get some stinkers, you could get good cards. Let's be honest, you're more likely to get the lower rated ones. That's how they work, but you never can tell. There's all with the fact that it's 1 of 3, you've still got a chance, and for most players a chance is enough to actually take the risk to consider doing that. I went out of the wrong segment there. So that was upgrades. Challenges, we've got Greats of the Game challenge number 3 for a Jumbo Premium Gold Players pack. Let's get this done quickly. Oh, rares. Okay. No, we want them in position, we want them anywhere, and we are going to pick the Spanish League, surprisingly. Will come as a surprise to no regular viewers that I'm going to pick that. I mean, we short the rating, but that's a good thing. I thought we were going to be well over. We need an 81 average, and we are comfortably under that. I don't want to put Rudiger in. Do I have anybody between 81 and 86? 87s, 86s, 86s, 86s. Okay, let's put you guys on the bench. Actually, let's keep you in. Just to get the rating up, we're going to need to bring in somebody who's above the required rating. Preferably just one, so we'll try the 86, the 85 first. Renard, no. We've got to make the chemistry as well. I almost need to buy some Spanish League. CDM, he's a cam. There we go. We're still 2 below. Okay, so we're just going to do this quickly. Apologies for the time. We just need people above 83 will do. And your Spanish you can go up front. Preferably a left back or a right back. Cancelo would work. No, he's not Spanish, but 84 is better than anything. Then surely we can get that with something else. No, you don't have any positions you can help with. I need to go and buy somebody else. Let's go buy a centre back. This is taking longer than I would have wanted it to. Let's buy Norman. 800 coins. You can't complain about. That's not going to cause anybody any headaches tonight. There we go. So there we go. That's got taken too long. So that's done there. Any new icons today? We've got Figo, we've got Brazy, we've got we've got a new page. We've got Mario Kempes, greats of the game. What I was going to say about with the greats of the game player pick, if you've done some of these SBCs, you might end up getting just duplicates of icons that you've completed, which is not a good look. I've done that before. You do icons, you think, "Ooh, I'm doing well," and then you get a player pick, and then you get the icons you completed, and you're stuck. Having completed the player pick SBC and also completed the icon SBC, which is not a cheap way to do anything. So he has got very good shooting, very good pace, decent dribbling, bottom heavy. The agility and the balance are lower than the other bits. Stamina, jumping are good. Not massive aggression, but decent strength at 88. He's a cam and a left wing as well. And what play styles are we? Finesse plus, rapid plus, low driven plus. With first touch, press proven, game changer, inventive, header, tick attacker, pinged, and power shots. So it's a good selection, obviously. For a 93, by now you'll probably have higher rated strikers. But do you want this Kempes for 3 segments? There's a reason it's 3 segments. One's an 80. It's an 80 and an 89. Sorry, 88 and 89. There's a reason it's cheap. Because A, it's new. Because B, they've just, oh, we've got another icon, quick add him in, rather than do we need another icon? Is it going to be good enough? Are we getting icons of a sufficient caliber of player to make them up to the level of icon that we're expecting? Or are we just getting lots of people, and retro people, and cool retro people, granted, into the game? But yeah, 3 segments. That is a cheap old icon. If you like icons, get hold of that one, because that's a 93 icon for 2 segments essentially. So get hold of that. And let's open our pack, and then that's where we're going to leave it for today. We've got a Mario Kempes SBC. We've got the Eustáquio SBC. We've got the Festival Football, Greats of the Game player pick. a one of three from that promo. So obviously it could be 392s, could be 396s, etc. It could be a whole load of things. We've got the Challenge SBC we've just completed. The new Evo, the Maradona of the Carpathians. And then we've also got the new objectives. The refreshed daily ones. Nothing too exciting. Don't go jumping through hoops about that. We are going to see if we can keep these because they will always be useful for an upgrade. And then today in the football we have Bosnia versus Herzegovina versus Qatar up first at 8 o'clock, and Switzerland versus Canada at the same time, because obviously we are now in the last round of the group stages, so everybody has to kick off all at the same time because that's how rules work. But there obviously will be some differences with the timings throughout the course of the game, because you could have injuries, you could have sendings off, you could have penalties, you could have VAR, you could have a whole lot of things that's going to disrupt the timing. But it's done to be as fair as possible, with the fact that obviously one match has an outcome influence on the other one, and you never know exactly how it's going to work with the end results. You could you could go into the last 5 minutes being fine, and then 2 minutes later you need one goal because of the way the other team have played, or 2 goals, or etc, etc. Basically, lots of different outcomes, absolute mayhem, and basically they've done it to try and promote all the teams pursuing the game for the correct purpose, to win the game they are playing, rather than worrying about how the match outcomes with the other situation going on. Let's open these 384s because it actually may give us something. We got the Oliver Kahn Greats of the Game from one of these packs about 10 minutes ago. So I'm kind of hoping for similar without crossing my fingers too tightly. That's not great. Although 284s is still good for 6 rubbish low rated gold rares. Be a white, be a white, be a white. You're not. A white flare, that is, I should have said. 2 more 84s, and are we going to round it off with 6 84s out of 6? Quite possibly. Let's have a look. It's not a walkout. It's 2 84s. We got 6 out of 6. Right, we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely evening. Enjoy all whatever bits of the games you are playing in. Enjoy watching whatever games. Obviously, Switzerland versus Canada is the second game on at the same time. And then we are in for Scotland versus Brazil, which is the only 11 o'clock I'm going to be paying any much attention to. I would love to see a Scotland underdog win. I generally love an underdog win. When we had Cape Verde the other day, when we had Curacao the other day, literally inject it into my veins. That's the kind of football I love. At the end of the day, despite all the talent and all the money and all the things at the end of the day, it's 11 versus 11. You've got one game plan against the one game plan with some substitutes against, etc., and one ball. So that's what Cape Verde is symbolising, and that's what I love. So there we go. Right, we're leaving it there. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely evening. Good luck with everything you do within the game tonight, and I'll speak to you this time tomorrow. Goodbye for now. Goodbye.